The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. Loneliness isn't the absence of people. It's the absence of connection. Seek meaningful interactions, not just company. Be silent, or let thy words be worth more than silence. If something bothers you, change it. If it is beyond your control, learn to live with it. Accept it. Change yourself. That is the only thing you can influence. Everyone is on their own journey. Focus on yours. You don't notice your progress in life because you are always raising the bar. Just because a thought got your attention doesn't mean it deserves your attention. Stop telling people everything. Most people don't care, and some secretly want you to fail. There are two wolves fighting inside all of us. The first one is evil. The second one is good. Which wolf will win? The one you feed. Loneliness is the price you pay when you start to improve yourself. Embrace judgment. No matter your outcome, you'll always be judged. So don't live to impress others. Live to impress yourself. If you don't control your mind, someone else will. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Wasting time and regretting, cribbing and crying won't fetch you results. Comparison is the thief of joy. Focus on your path, not someone else's. Never be so kind you forgot to be clever, and never be so clever you forgot to be kind. Life's challenges are not there to paralyze you, but to help you discover who you are. Never sacrifice your progress for a friend. They might not do the same if the tables were turned. Don't compare your life to others. You have no idea what their journey is all about. To have what you never had, you have to do what you never did. Stay away from people who make you feel lonely. No company is better than a bad company. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. People never lie so much as before an election, during a war, or after a hunt. The more you like yourself, the less you'll need others. Write your sad times in the sand. Write your good times in stone. Be kind, but don't let people use you. The world doesn't care about your potential. It cares about what you've done. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. No work is beneath you. The only thing that should be beneath you is your big ego. Work hard in silence and show your skills at the job you get rather than criticizing the job. If you want to help yourself, Fineness is to carry the spirit of the child into old age, which means never losing your enthusiasm. Nothing in life that is worth having comes easy. No matter how many times I may stumble, I will rise each time a better man. The most important step a man can take is the next one. It's always the next one. You might be the sweetest peach on the tree, but some people just don't like peaches. There are two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. Passion is super awesome, but it doesn't cure all your problems. Passion can go a long way in your life, but it doesn't mean it's all unicorns and rainbows. No is one of the most powerful words in existence. Don't be a people pleaser. The only time you should look into someone else's bowl is to make sure they have enough. Experience is not what happens to a man. It is what a man does with what happens to him. No matter how nice or respectful you are, some people will still talk bad about you behind your back. Life is unfair. Don't moan. Don't complain. Learn to be thick-skinned. Make the most of what you can. Be not afraid of moving slowly. Be only afraid of standing still. What God doesn't give to you, you have to go and get for yourself. Only a fool learns from his own mistakes. The wise man learns from the mistakes of others. Experience, don't expect. Experience life. Do not carry expectations on how it should be. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. When you're working for someone else's dream, you sacrifice your own. If you have more than 3 priorities, you have none. A ball doesn't bounce until it hits the bottom. No one has the answer. You're going to spend a lot of time figuring things out. People don't get what they deserve. The world will not treat you better just because you're a good person. When nothing can go wrong, it will. Don't depend too much on anyone in this world, because even your own shadow leaves you when you are in darkness. The ego is not a bad thing, and sometimes we need it in order to achieve our aims and feel vitality. However, the ego is just a tool. We shouldn't let it control us. Success is a loner's journey. You must learn to accept loss and make compromises. A calm sea will not make you a skilled sailor. Don't make one person the center of all your happiness. Don't make them the reason why you are happy, because once that person walks away from your life, you're left with nothing. You deserve it. The career, the love, the family, the peace, the life. If you stopped seeing the world in terms of what you like and what you dislike, and saw things for what they truly are in themselves, you would find a great deal more peace in your life. Youth is happy because it has the capacity to see beauty. Anyone who keeps the ability to see beauty never grows old. You aren't always responsible for the first thought you have, but you are responsible for the second one. Those who have a why to live can bear with almost any how. Never underestimate the power of stupid people. The only person with whom you have to compare ourselves is that you in the past. There will always be someone who is better than you in something. You have to accept that fact and learn from them. That's something that will help you grow. Death does not concern us, because as long as we exist, death is not here. And when it does come, we no longer exist. You are right about all the things you think you need to do. Don't wait. Get started. Knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad. Circumstances make man, not man's circumstances. People will say almost anything when they're happy. Be wise and careful of this one. Dead people receive more flowers than the living ones because regret is stronger than gratitude. A goal is a dream with a deadline. Sometimes it's a blessing to not get what you want. It is better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for something you are not. Be proud. You survived the days you thought you couldn't. Worry is the ultimate bully. It takes everything and gives nothing. Let go or be dragged. No one is going to figure out your life. It's your responsibility. Rejection is important for self-development. Your mind gives up a lot faster than your body. Great results can be achieved with small forces. When thinking about life, remember this: no amount of guilt can change the past, and no amount of anxiety can change the future. Leave nothing for tomorrow, which can be done today. Not everyone will like you. That's life. You'll ruin your life trying to make everyone happy. Kindness is a language that the deaf can hear and the blind can see. What people say when they are angry aren't things they mean. They regret it often. Forgive angry people. It's okay. They are only human. Mistakes are proof that you're trying. Love your neighbor as yourself. Don't go broke trying to impress broke people. When you get up in the morning, remember what you promised yourself at night. All that we are is the result of our thoughts. If you are unhappy, you are doing something wrong. No matter what good you do to people, they will only remember your mistakes. You may not realize this, but the people you love are your biggest weaknesses. Take time to enjoy life's simple pleasures. It's in these moments that we often find the most joy. Just because you know how it's done doesn't mean it's not magic. Live your life as an exclamation rather than an explanation. Well done is better than well said. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. Great men are meteors designed to burn so that Earth may be lighted. Don't regret the past, because at that moment, you did your best. Holding grudges will never harm people you hate. Only you. Someone's opinion of you doesn't have to become your reality. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Sometimes a hypocrite is nothing more than a man in the process of changing. If you can't do it now, you won't do it ever. Thinking is difficult. That's why most people judge. The things you own end up owning you. You are not what happened to you. You are what you chose to become. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. Those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. This too shall pass. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act irresponsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. As a child, I prayed to God for a bicycle. Then I realized that God works differently. I stole my bike and prayed for forgiveness. Most of the stuff you worry about never happens. Don't chase women. Instead, focus on your growth, values, and cultivating kindness. The right person will find their way to you at the perfect moment, without the need for chasing. You grow mentally weak when your life is too comfortable.